Hi,
Hello.
I'm Max, knitwear designer, co-owner of Les Garçons, and I'm 5 feet 11.
Hi, I'm Vincent, yarn dyer, co-owner of Les Garçons, and I had a meltdown this morning.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes. Um, Long story short, couldn't access an email that I needed to access to log on my computer. So
Because
could
he doesn't own a Mac.
that wouldn't have helped, I think. I
And
don't know. I said we're not
I'm a
talking about
Mac.
this morning.
I'm a PC. That's
We,
all
we
the old
I
ads.
know. I know. Stop talking about this morning. This morning didn't happen.
Nope, no second meltdown.
No.
Welcome to a brand new episode of Happy Hour with Les Garçons. We're filming earlier than usual because we're leaving tomorrow morning for Vancouver.
Yes.
We're gonna spend a week visiting our nephew and your sister. We're gonna spend that week in Squamish. It's not gonna be nice, so we're gonna do a
Yeah,
lot of
the
knitting.
weather is
Yeah,
not gonna be nice. Gonna bring a lot of knitting. Um, yeah, but
and maps.
let's cheer with a
Cheers.
drink. What are we drinking?
Just have it. What did you make? Just tonic?
Yeah,
Tonic?
it's a virgin gin and tonic.
Yes. So
Yeah.
it's just straight out of the can.
And I'm drinking a gin and tonic, but we had leftover strawberries, so I muddled the strawberries and then shaked with the gin. Shook,
Shook it.
shook it with the gin, and then yeah, tonic. So
Cheers.
cheers.
So we just came back from Knit City, Toronto. It was our first time as vendors in a Canadian show. Toronto from Montreal, it was like a 5 hour drive. We
Yeah,
did
five.
make some stops, so it took us like six, seven, I don't know,
Um, yeah, I don't know. We left at 4, and I don't didn't check
the
what time
time.
we were
Yeah,
we got here.
you can do it by train too. It's only 4 hour and 4 hour, and it gets you from downtown to downtown.
Yeah.
Setup day was really smooth for us. It was quite fun. We got to see Carmen from Walcott Yarn and Yarn Story, who flew from Bath from the UK to Toronto directly. So we met her there, did the whole setup, had great food. Is my feet
Yes. Stop
wiggly?
fidgeting.
So we had a lot of fun and got to see a lot of people. Again, that's why I said I'm 5 feet 11 because one of the comments that I get a lot is, "You're so tall," which, yes. No comments from.
Nope.
Okay.
Because
um,
see, like
I
same
know.
height.
Well, if I stand straight.
Well, if I stand straight as well, it's
But yeah,
like if I'm not slouching, same height, because longer torso.
yeah, just legs.
You just
Like I need to cross, yeah, legs for
and
days
and
and
fidget.
feet. I'll do the other side. Um, so yeah, we got to see a lot of people. Sabrina, Dr. Sabrina, what's her
Yeah.
Instagram?
Dr. Sabrina Crossley.
Yes. So I know handles. So sorry if I don't know
I
anyone's
think
name. I know the handles. Well, her name
Sabrina
is in it.
Crossley.
Yeah. I finally got to meet her. She's been a test knitter for us for a long time, and just like someone from internet that you know about. You feel like you're friends with people, and then you realize we've never seen each other. So,
Yes.
um, yeah, I got to see a lot of testers for an old sweater too. It was quite a great weekend. It went really fast for a 2 day event.
Yes.
The Sunday, usually, well, what we heard is
No.
usually Sundays
Yeah.
are,
Sunday was um a lot better than I expected, for sure. Um, yeah, I thought it would be quieter, like I don't know, like 30% of what Saturday was, or like a third of people, but it was like more like half. So it was quieter, but still very busy and was fun. Yeah,
And Saturday was a sold out event too, so it is quite extraordinary for a new show in a new city
yeah,
to be like that. So we were really happy and proud to be part of
yeah.
it.
Then we came back. I drove back with Carmen. She was spending a few days in Montreal, so she was with me in the van. We sang. We did some hair guitar, hair drums, and then we talked a bunch. We stopped in somewhere in Ontario to see Susan's brother to import some maple syrup across the border from Ontario to Quebec. I don't know if it's legal. Don't tell anyone.
Has to be.
Well, there's like a maple syrup cartel in Quebec, so
Well, but
I
Carmen is going to resell it
yeah.
in the UK for a high price.
Yes. And then she got to see the shop. She got to eat at her uh, favorite Montreal restaurant, which ends up being our favorite restaurant as well. And that's it. That was our Knit City weekend. Max didn't stay in Toronto.
No, I came back with Tanya. So Tanya and Etienne came for the weekend. It was Tanya's birthday, so she wasn't working with us, but was just enjoying. And she knows a lot of people in the fiber community, so she got to hang out with all of her friends at the show. We came back. We also did some singing, which is why Etienne had his headphone and was doing his own thing, because the Greatest Showman isn't the great. We're not the Greatest Showman while listening to the Greatest Showman. So yeah. And then we all came back, put the shop back into what it was before, because we sort of like emptied a lot of things.
Yes.
And but not Tanya. Carmen stayed like 2 street from here, so it was quite
Yeah,
fun to be able to
it was.
see her
Yeah.
often.
She had some bagels.
Yeah, Saint-Viatar's
Um,
bagel.
She had what else? The maple syrup,
Yeah.
the bagel. We went to Boswell, one of our favorite craft beer place, where we met customers that we had just recommended the place to. So
And they said they had a lovely time and the food was great. So
Good.
kind of love our neighborhood now, where
Yes,
we feel like we have spot that feels like things.
hangouts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like we said, we're gonna go to Vancouver. It's gonna be a big Canadian. Uh,
Canadian month.
yeah.
Wow.
So we're heading to Squamish in BC. We've been before to visit Vincent's sister. We're gonna be there for a whole week. So we are actually recording on a Monday, but this is gonna be put on Friday. So we
Friday.
would have been in BC for a long time.
Yes. And we have an event that we've advertised before. But now I guess we can say thank you to Brooke for hosting us.
We had a great time.
We had a great time.
Yeah, lovely
It
shop.
was it's a kind of new yarn shop in Squamish. I think it opened like at the end of 2022, so like a bit more than a year and a half maybe now. And they're really well situated, it's in a great neighborhood. Like it was literal steps from where my sister used to live, like very, very close. And yeah, great job, great yarn. They were having, because I was coming and we had chatted with the owner, Brooke. I said, you know what, we're coming. Do you want to host like a little event, meet and greet?
We're going to be knitting anyway the whole week. We're going to be there, so might as
Yes.
well.
Now we're probably going to spend our entire week there.
Yeah.
With the weather being what it's supposed to be.
Because Squamish is really pretty. Like, you could do hiking, go for like long walks. You could even do climbing walls and
climbing.
shit. Rock climbing, yeah.
You
But
can-
it's supposed to be
you can climb
raining for
walls
like
and shit.
walls and shit. It's supposed to be raining for like 4 days in a row. So we might not be able to enjoy like the outside outdoors as much.
Yeah.
So we'll see. But otherwise, it's just going to be a great way to
Yeah.
disconnect a bit.
We'll finish we can just watch TVs. We have TV series.
TV series.
We have like a lot. We mentioned that we're watching Charm, so that's going well. We also watched
Well, not for them.
not for that, but we also watched Baby Reindeer. You've probably heard all of the things surrounding it. It's a show written by a comedian named Richard Gadd. He's playing his own self. He's playing himself in the series. And he was stalked. I was looking for the word. And he was stalked, and he was also sexually abused. Not by the same. Well, he was stalked by someone, sexually abused by someone else, a producer. So he's like telling his story, and he had done a show about the stalker previously in at the Edinburgh Fringe Festival, I think. And then so why the series was really talked about in the news recently is because the crafty internet people, the detectives, found the real Martha, because Martha is the name of the stalker in the series. So they found her, and then began harassing her and internet, and they also started doing that with a producer that they believed was the one that is represented in the series, but it was said that it was not him. So there was a huge controversy regarding the series. So
and the series started it with saying this is a real story and not inspired by, or so it sort of didn't leave any place for like facts versus opinions or
So we wanted to. The series is great.
It's really good.
The actors are phenomenal. The story is difficult, but it's really, really well told. It's a great series. We wanted to finish it before it might. I won't say that it might be pulled off, but
they're probably gonna have a lot of legal battle out of it.
Just wanted to finish it quickly. It's 7 episodes. It's on Netflix here in Canada, so
it's a bit of a dark comedy at times because he's a struggling comedian, but he's a really bad one, and his jokes makes you uncomfortable because they're really not that good. But then the way they interpret the text that he received from Martha, some of them are funny just because they're cringy. So it is a really thin line between.
Yeah, and he was like, feeling for her kind of thing. So that was it.
Do watch it.
So that's what. Well, some of what we've been up to. So we haven't checked, but I'm pretty sure we haven't shown it. But we haven't checked in the video.
No, you assembled. No, we.
It was not. I think I showed Bridget the elephant.
Yeah.
Talking about tufts.
Yes.
Little characters.
But you didn't show any of the dismemberment.
No.
No.
Hello.
Adorable.
This is Piotr, the polar bear. Has a little has a little rum tail. Poop poop. Oh, I wanted to put it. I don't have my wedding band. Tanya noticed it. She was like, "You're gonna start rumors that you're not together." So I wanted to put it this week, but
because
I forgot.
I don't know if you do that, but we do take it off when we go to bed. And like when I got it at first, I looked at a tutorial, not a tutorial, article to see like, do you remove your wedding band when you go to sleep? And most of them were saying yes, but it was like for the ladies with the big bling bling, which you don't want it to. But yeah, I've just started to do that and the dishes.
But it's
it's
for me
exists.
it's depending if I go near the dye pots or if I
Yeah.
move boxes, but today I have no reason. I just forgot. Um, that's it. So, Piotr, uh, my fourth um, little tough characters because I've given one away. So
Yeah.
that's, yeah, there's three. So very cute. It's very easy. Yeah, just like a lot of pieces to sew. He's like has a little crooked neck, but I think it adds to his personality. He's like, yeah,
He's silently judging you.
yes.
Uh,
Next one is Richard the pig.
no.
I
So
might start it. I might bring it to Squamish.
you're
I don't
gonna
know.
do it in peachy or the pink?
Not the pink. I don't have the pink yarn. I would have to open a kit if I
Okay,
wanted
so
to do
we'll
that.
do the.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll do. I think I have the yarn. I think it's called. I don't know what it's called, but it's
Beige.
it's like a peachy beige. Like it's a warm beige. So that's the yarn that's used in the book. Is that yarn?
Yeah.
It's the beige, not. But in the kit, it's like a pig pink. Well,
Pale pink. Alright.
like a pink that usually represents pigs. So, do you want to do some voices
Can we
for
call it? No, can we call the pink or future pink pig's pink? Pig
Big Spink? No.
pig's pig? Oh no, it's hard to
Can
say.
you do voices for Farah from Tuft? She thinks you're hilarious. Hi.
Later.
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 So that was it. That was one of my first, one of the things that I finished in the past, I guess, 4 weeks, 5
Yeah.
weeks. Yeah. it's been
You
a while.
finished it like the day after the video came out. Like
Yeah, that was
it's been a
everything
while.
was already crocheted.
Mhm.
I just needed to put everything together. I think my nose is really cute, like nose and eyes. Not this one. This one is a little bit sweaty because it's hot. No, look,
Yeah.
it's really cute. And then 2 little ears, a little tail, very cute.
Congrats.
Thank you.
So this is like again cheating a bit, but that's the Nevermore sweater. It came out as a digital pattern earlier this month. Nope, earlier last month because we're gonna change month by Friday.
Yes.
It came out in May. So this is a Edgar Allan Poe inspired sweater. This is an illustration of mine, the crows / raven, that I've made before, and I turned it into a chart for
If you want to call it Nevermore, it has to be a raven.
it's a raven.
Okay.
It's a really fun knit. It's knitted in our British DK, which is a mix of Masham wool and BFL. The main color is natural, so this is the undyed one. So that's how the yarn will look before we dye it. The little leaf is in Alex's red squirrel friend. The background of the ravens is
Raised branches.
raised branches, and the ravens are Mora's black roses.
Rose.
Slash roses. Remember the place?
Yes.
Yeah. I could have done
Mora's
the crows have
Rose's
eyes.
garden.
The crows have eyes.
Yeah, the crows have eyes.
Yeah, that could have been another
Yes.
title for it, but you know. There's some little details at the bottom, just little easy color work to the end.
Yeah. And the
Um,
sleeve as well.
We have some kits online if you want to make it exactly the same. I've also curated 3 other kits that I think will look really cool for it. I would say do go with something that is close to white and something that is close to black for a really high contrast between all the characters and play around with the other colors. This would be my suggestion for color work that looks like characters, that has characters on it, so it makes it easier to make them pop out and have like something really fun to it. So pattern is out now, so that's why I said I cheat, because I finished it a while back. Well,
Yes.
not that long, but you know.
Well, This also a little bit of cheating because
Well, this one I'm happy it's finished.
yes, because it was in the way.
Yeah, for a long time.
I had shown this as a half finished object, but I have two now. So these were our knitted machines, machine knitted socks
Yes.
with a very, very old yarn. One of the first hand dyed that we bought.
It was Mad Tosh.
Yeah, Matt Dush, and it was called.
Toothless. So
Yeah, it's toothless.
it was inspired by How to Train Your Dragon, so by the eyes of the dragon. Like I see it.
Yeah. So, yeah, had one of them done. The other one was like at the toe, I think, on the machine. I just needed basically to knit the toe. But I fucked it up. So I basically redid it. I like unraveled it completely because I lost.
You dropped a stitch?
I dropped a stitch, but I dropped like a stitch that I didn't know how to fix, and I tried fixing it, and it didn't work. So I just said, "Fuck it." Sorry.
Language.
F it, and then I basically just redid it, and then I practiced again because I basically forgot all my tips and tricks that I had done like over the last. I had done like two other pairs, I think, and I had developed some tips and tricks, and then just like
And by that you mean fully make them completely on the...
yeah, with like short rows for the heels and toes, and I'm not even sure now how I did it the first time, but basically I do the heel on the front half of my cylinder, and then I do the toe on the back half of it, or vice versa. I don't know if it matters. I don't remember if it matters. That's the point. That's the thing. But doing them separately means that you doing them not separately, but on the different side means that you Kitchener under the foot and not on top of it. So my Kitchener, when I'm done with my toe, I have to Kitchener all the way, half the stitches, because it does like a little flap. So you basically knit the front part and do short rows to reduce to this, and then you knit the back part, and you're left with the toe and the bottom of the foot open, and then you have to Kitchener them together. Yes, so
you should do like a week of making 5 or 6 pairs.
Yes, and I should write it down, and I should also film stuff, because I always lose the videos that I'm watching, and every video kind of look the same to me. So like when I go back, I don't remember if it was
which one you like.
Yeah, like or I could like and make play this.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Yes, in this this video.
For the socks.
And then you can save maybe this video and watch it again later if you want. No, and then also there's like different techniques for the short rows. Like some do. When you go back to a longer, to more stitches, some do raise 2, lower 1, 2 up, 1 down. Yeah, and then some just do something else, and there's the boomerang or whatever. Like there's a bunch of techniques that I had all tried, but then I didn't write anything down. So now I don't remember anything. I don't remember which one I like best. And which one was easier to work with. So I have to start doing it more frequently. But I just grabbed all of your previous clubs from the very first one, Mysterious Forest. Like I found every single skein, so I'm just gonna start doing those, um, and then we'll have like so many pairs of socks to
Yeah.
wear.
But it's gonna be
Um,
cool to see them all knit up
yeah,
all at once. Yeah.
so that's it. That's my object. Um, Another finished object.
Speaking of, the currently it's the mysterious
City.
city. We won't do reveal right now because we forgot about it. So in the
Yes.
next video, we'll bring all the
Well,
months what it looked like.
depending on when we do it, because the first one is shipped last week.
Yeah. The second one is dyed. I've seen it
The second one is dyed and ready to go almost. We're just
Yeah.
gonna wait
for the month.
for
to
the
start.
month. Yeah. And then third month we'll start when we come back.
So we'll bring them.
Yeah, maybe all together at the end, or maybe 1 and 2, and then 3 at the end.
And yes, it is a sock club, and that's what we like to do because you could actually, with each month, knit something out of it. But at the festival this weekend, someone came in and brought us a shawl that she made using all the yarn from one club because they're all designed to go together. So if you don't like knitting socks, you could actually knit shawls with it, and it was really,
Yeah.
really cool. It was a West knit one, so you cannot go wrong with his pattern because they're just mixing colors and everything. So it just worked.
I can wear them then.
Yay. They fit.
Yeah.
The socks. I finished something else. Last time we spoke, I only had one sleeve left to do. So this is the For Fuck's Sake sweater 2.0. It's not released yet, but the original one is still there. I've decided to just revisit my first ever pattern. I'm gonna release it. Let me know if you agree. For August for Flock.
Yes.
Yes. I think it makes sense for. It's just gonna be like an update. So if you already purchased the pattern, you're gonna receive a free update, or you could actually go with.
Yeah. It's basically, well, it's all gonna change, right?
Yeah.
Or-
So my grading is gonna change just a bit more, just a bit. Our grading has become better than it was 5 years ago, as
yeah.
evolved. So we're just gonna change it. The difference between this one and the other one is for this one I've used our British DK, which is a yarn that is exceptionally perfect for colorwork. The original one I've made it in Mad Tush, and it was a really like thick yarn, and
Yeah.
it was like my first project with 3 colors. So I think my yoke ended up being just a bit longer.
And it was super wash as well
Yeah.
versus non-super wash.
My tension was still good, but this one is even like what 5 years in a craft
Yeah.
you like can change. So I feel like my yoke is even better than the other one.
And the fit is better.
Yeah.
Everything's better.
I changed the chart a little bit, so to I think no one's gonna really notice it,
Notice
but I see it.
I don't.
Yeah, I just changed some of the spacing between these parts here where I felt they were just a bit too large, and the original one is a little tweak. The German short rows are now done around the neck. In the original one, they were made right here.
But in the back.
But in the back, yes. After. The issues I found with most of my sweater that I did it after is when it was for gift purchasing.
That's right.
If you don't see the extra space on the back,
Yeah.
people didn't know exactly which side to put it on when it's gift knitting. So I just
Yeah,
thought
unless the person that knitted it put a label, then
but we don't always have
no,
labels,
I
so it
never
just,
put anything on.
yeah. Yeah, I only had one sleeve left the last time we spoke. The main color is Meredith's Gray, which is also why I want to bring into Seattle.
I hadn't thought about
I
it.
did.
You should put the thing, the
Seattle Grays.
Seattle Gray Hospital
Yeah.
on the thing you were drawing earlier, or the tower.
Yeah.
Anyway,
The background color is its butler. The white is natural, and the orange is Cardi's ochre.
Yep.
Really fun knit. Um, I'm getting so much better at color work than I was. I remember struggling when I did it at first, and I had to do it twice because my grading was off. I think I made this yoke twice 5 years ago, and now this one I was able to do it like right away. Yeah, it's quite warm for today because
Yeah.
it's
It's summer.
beginning to look like summer, but I'm quite happy with just wearing it and, you know, feeling pretty in it than just sweating. But who cares?
Who cares?
Who cares?
Only
Yours. Okay.
it's on your side.
Yes.
This one is a little shop sample that Tanya knitted, not us. It's called the Nettie Scarf by Lily Kate Makes. Lily Kate Friends, Lily Kate Makes on Instagram. Um, it's a very fun lace pattern with just like little holes. It's knitted in short rows, so it's not knitted from one point to the other one. So it's not too sure exactly how it's done, but and maybe I should have asked Tanya before presenting it. But yeah, you basically knit like the first part and then you go in short rows doing that spine and then you do the other part. And that gives you the option of also doing it two colors, like some of the samples on the thing.
There's
But
two sizes too. This
yeah,
one is a large one.
and we had a sample made to showcase Trio 2,
Yep.
Trio 2.
Yeah, that's how I didn't realize you have to translate the
The two
numbers
as well.
too.
So it's 50% linen, 30% cotton, and 20% lyocell yarn from Isager, or Isaye, and it is shown as a sport weight yarn, but the gauge is more like it's 26. Like one of the recommended gauges 3 millimeter needles for 26 stitches. So that for me is a little bit more fingering, but that's it. Uh, and so it very fun for that project. I'm also just found
A t-shirt.
saw that there was a lot of black
Yeah.
left, and I might just knit a t-shirt like this one.
Texture is quite fun. We've had Tanya select this pattern because it really felt summery because
Yeah.
it just holds.
Yeah.
So it might just be a little something like to the beach, to the
Little
chalet.
scarf,
Yeah,
yeah.
just a little something. Um,
Yeah.
Easy to wear.
Little summer scarf.
Yeah.
So that's it. That was shop sample. I definitely, now that we've like washed it and played with it and done stuff with it, it softened,
Yeah.
because linen just like the more you wear it and the more you wash it, it softens and it's gonna be very nice.
We also had another little sample made this time by Lauriane. This is Le Bandana by
Yes.
Aimée from La Bien-Aimée. Since we have her Twist Nouveau and Silk Mohair,
Yeah.
we had it made with these two. So it's a little bandana that requires only like two skeins.
Yeah.
This is the Matrix paired with G-Kim. G-Kim is Grello.
Yes.
Yeah. Really easy knit. She just made it when she was working
Wow,
in the
yeah.
store and waiting for people to walk in. Or
It's another little scarf project to show off the yarn,
Yeah.
basically.
since it's the only yarn we have in store that has speckle or is variegated, we really wanted to make like a simple stockinette project so that people see exactly how it knit up, and it is really cool because there's some light pulling, but
Yeah, not too
visually pleasing pulling.
much. And
Yeah.
we also have the Done Beanie by Jean-Phi to
Yeah.
like another
Easy
project
knit.
for that, Easy Knit. It's very great yarn to work on project. And a quick
Quick knit.
last project.
Yeah.
No, quick last project.
Oh.
Yes, that was supposed to be that.
Yeah. Oh no, it wasn't finished.
It was not finished.
I thought it was finished.
No, it was not.
Hi.
Now it is.
Oh, so long.
Yeah. So we finished.
Ooh. Okay, it's really
Yeah.
long.
Well, we had seen like most of it
Yeah.
before. So this is finished. The fade pattern that's inspired by the Frost Fangs scarf construction, using 5 colors, 5 colorways, 6 skeins of La Bien-Aimée. I'm gonna get pattern writing very soon, next week. Not the week we're gonna be in Squamish, but the week after. Then we'll have a little test.
Yep. I really like that it's a. Is it Moebius? No. No.
No. Moebius is the
Is it the bad
what
DC
modular.
movie? Modular. Yeah.
Yes. Moebius is when
Jared Leto.
it's
Okay. No.
it's turned, but it's
Yeah. What was I gonna say? Colors. Awesome. Nice.
modular. You really like
it's
when it's
modular knitting with two fade that fade into each other.
Yeah.
So it is mixing like the technique of my volcano trail with the frost fan scarf with both of them into it. So I'm
Yes.
quite fun.
And then there's a little slip stitch
in the middle.
in the middle. Yeah. Very fun.
There's a border that's where you were last time. Or you had only like one half of a triangle left and the border, I think.
Oh yeah, the border.
Yeah, that was a long. Well, you were designing it too at the same time, so it did take
Yes.
longer. But
I
people are gonna
did-
love knitting it.
Yes, well, I did first a knitted border, so I picked up all the stitches, knit a few rounds, and then did an I-cord. But then I think I liked it, but I was running out of yarn.
Yeah.
Was the problem.
Yeah.
Um,
And I think you could.
I did like a fourth of the bind off, like the final, like I did all of the rows, then did a fourth of the knitted bind off, and I was just cutting it too close with the yarn, so
We had another option of you were gonna do one side in yellow and the other side in blue,
yeah,
but it sort of like didn't frame it as nicely as using the same yarn
Yeah.
everywhere.
it's a lot better like this.
Yeah.
It looks very clean. Simple I-cord bind off. It took me forever. It took me like
It's not that long. I like I-cords.
No,
as,
I mean-
as you've seen from my previous
From-
many
from the time the main body was done
Yeah.
to
compare. Yeah.
to finishing
Yes.
everything took me forever because I basically did 3 times the work. But yeah, it's very nice. It's done. It's coming. It's going to be tested. Coming to test soon. We also are waiting for a new twist new order, and we developed, I think, at least 4
New fades. Yeah.
or 3 new fades plus this one, especially for this pattern. And then we develop other 4 skein fades. We have
I
a
would
bunch
think
of
it's
fades
winter
coming.
looking at me right now.
Yes, but no t-shirt.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, very excited for this one, to see other colors, to see it knitted in other colors as well. That's it. That's all we've done. Well, it's a lot.
Knitting white. Finish object white.
Finished up the white.
So I forgot my original one, but I'll show you where I'm at right now. Um, we've got this new fiber in the shop, which is La Bien-Aimé's Silk Tweed, which is our second summer yarn that we have. Um, I think we said it previously, but we only have like 5 other brand plus ours in the shop because we want to make sure that we know exactly each properties of each skein and have as many projects as we can with each of it.
Yeah.
So when we've never really knit with summer yarn before, we had to trust Tanya's and Lorian's advice on it because they make
Yeah.
tank tops often, and they all just fell in love with
Yes.
this month. They've actually bought slash still yarn before it even
Stole
went
it, yeah.
online. So, they have first dib on it. So I wanted to play with it.
It's one of the benefits of being employed by Les Garçons.
Yeah.
Is that you get to steal stuff.
So I'm making a project with this one, which is peach sweater, and this one, which is fluoro morganite.
Yes.
I've actually made this before, like 2 months ago, but I just wanted to redo it in a second, with a second version with different colorways, and I'll bring it next time. My original one is made with Marilyn from Isager, and it's gonna be a shawl, but like a bandana.
A little scarf. A little small scarf.
My idea behind it, it's knitted flat this way, and there's some light intarsia in the middle. I'm gonna make it like a losange diamond shape, so that you can actually. It's designed to be folded in half, so you have one side that is really this color, and you want this one, so that when you want to wear it, you will have one side that shows predominantly. Oh my God, the words today. Or like, and then you do like a little knot in the middle, or you could have it with the other one instead, this way.
Yeah.
I think it's quite cool. And the way I wear it is with like a little knot in the middle. I've actually wore the other one quite a lot since, but I just didn't show any pictures.
Sometimes he's just like walking in the house and he has a little
It's just light and airy.
little scarf, and then 10 minutes later it's the other one.
Yep, I was trying. So the other one was meant to be like a little scarf bandana that will release this summer, merino and linen. So this one I thought with the silk tweed would just be like a perfect fit for it. Easy pattern to remember, lightly motifed on it. The goal is really to have something foldable and nice texture.
So you're
I've passed the middle point
okay.
here. So where my thumbs, I'm moving it way too much. So the middle point is here. It requires only 2 skein. You're gonna have some leftover at the end too. One thing I would say with this yarn that I will realize is I love knitting center pull, but the way we've wound it up on the machine, it added twist to it, and my
It has a lot of, how do you call it, remaining energy or
yeah.
In it, and it would like
No, it's fine. But my main one was always
twisting.
twisting too much, and I'm like, what is wrong with this yarn? And then you suggested that I break it and start from the outside, which will be a different direction from the energy, and it was just like
There's
perfect
a
yarn.
bunch of articles on modern daily knitting from Gillian Moreno, I think her name is, about
I took one of her classes online.
about twist and how you knit affect twists and how you wind your yarn affect twists and blah blah blah. Had read that. I had skimmed it like a while ago, but because I remember everything
Because this was
I
a
ever
single
do.
with a high twist, so we just adding to it made it really uncomfortable to knit with. But now that I'm on the nice side, it works nice. So if you ever knit with it and feel it's like, change the side.
Or
and you're
just
gonna be
never center pull, because
no, I like it more.
no,
I do.
no.
I do. So there you go. I'll show the finished object next time.
I got to show that. What's it? This is grown because I've never showed it.
Nope, that's true. We've shown the finished object a while back, man. At the
Yeah, but I am knitting the old-fashioned. I am testing the old-fashioned by Maxim Sear. You know this guy? So it's in my prototype-ish
yep.
Of the first collab we did with Heidenhammer. And in it, there's another bag because this yarn, do I have the other one? Yeah. So you'll see how old this yarn is. Because this yarn has the original Dyed by Dale label on it.
You've shown the yarn. The balls.
I've shown the yarn.
No, the last time we didn't saying you had the intention of casting on right after.
Oh, maybe.
I think.
This is a batch of Chris's Pine Green that something happened. I don't exactly know why.
Yeah.
It's been a while. It was bluer than it should have been. So I kept it to myself because it was a really great color. And also because it was a YOLO, like it was supposed to be a batch of 12, all the same lot, but then something happened and I had 12 skeins and in 4 pots, and none of them would have been the same lot because when we divided the dye, something happened. I don't know. I'll repeat it again. Something happened. So I figured I'll keep it to myself. I'll make a single malt out of it, which I had started doing twice. I knitted it, like I knitted part, like bunch of the yoke, realized the gauge I was not on gauge. I was way too tight. Undid everything, but because I was alternating skeins because of the different lots, had like many balls of yarns, re-knitted it again, alternating, separated sleeves and body, and then the yoke was too short because I was not on gauge again. So Max found it 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. Found the yarn, the project, the single malt that was started with this yarn.
I found it. It was just in your bags.
Well, I mean, it was
in your pile of
in my pile of bags.
Yeah.
You were cleaning.
Yes.
You said, "Hey, do you want to use the yarn to do the old fashioned?" So yes, I did. I unraveled. You unraveled.
I unraveled. I was in my unraveling phase. I've cleaned up my stuff too at the same time.
So you unraveled it all. I had 12 balls of yarn, plus whatever skeins I had also left. And then I started knitting with it. And I use the same needles as last time.
But yeah.
But now I'm like engaged in even like on the verge of being too loose.
So I've turned the single malt pattern into a cardigan version, which is the one he started it. And maybe it's just your tension in the round is different than a flat.
No, I think I just became looser. Because you remember the field shawl?
Yeah, that's true.
Also like very loose.
Yeah.
So I have a lot done.
Yeah, you've almost finished the bottom.
True Vincent fashion, I'm in the middle of a row because why finish a row when you can just leave it at the middle? So
the green is stunning. The green is stunning.
Yeah. Let me put my eyes. So I have all of the yoke, obviously, and I'm at the ribbing now, and I'm about 3 or 4 rows away from being done and from casting off the body. It fits very well this time. Try to fit it with all the.
There's you're
No, it's fine. I'll pick
Okay.
them up. It's non-superwash yarn. So.
stitches are gonna stay in place.
So fits very well. I'll show it here. Like have room in the arm. The yoke is long enough. I still have to knit the bands, the front
After,
bands
yeah.
after. So it will basically just come like and close in the middle. And yeah.
There's no button band. It's designed to stay open.
Yeah, but there's still like if you put the bands together, it closes as if it was a sweater, a pullover. But yeah, like just gonna bring the sleeves down a little bit. Like, yeah. So very happy with the test knit. I'm gonna bring that to Squamish. I'm gonna show the
Yeah,
color a
like
little bit.
less than 2 days, and you make.
Well, I don't know if I'm gonna. It's big now, but yeah, no, I'll bring it because I want to
Yeah,
be
but I
done with
mean,
it.
what I was gonna say is like 2 days, and you have a sleeve. So,
Yes.
and you like even
The
if
thing I'm afraid of is knitting the sleeve, and being tighter. I might. I know I'm testing it, but I might cheat the pattern and knit the sleeve flat.
Well,
And then
now I
seam it.
always go
Yeah,
one
but I
little
did
size
that
up.
with another sweater, and it didn't look the same. Like the stitched like so. When knitting a shorter circumference, you could go one needle size up, but because going from right now a 5 millimeters to a 5.5 is like just different from going to from a 3.75 to a 4. Like it's a 0.5 millimeter difference. Like it's a big difference, and I'm already a little bit loose, like on the verge of being too loose with the gauge. So I don't want to go even looser, but I don't want to go tighter as well. So I might just
Then I would suggest
see.
add like maybe 4 stitches extra for it, just to come and use the
I
same
might
needle
just knit flat.
also. But if you don't want, yeah, no, it's even easy to
I
do
think
that.
like because this is knit flat and
Yeah,
all of the motif is done on the reverse side, you never have like a full row of purl. I could just basically do the same for this and knit it flat and then seam it. That way I'm sure it'll match the thing. The instructions of the pattern are in the round, and the instructions are working so far for the people. It's just personal experience with sleeve.
with your own gauge, yeah.
Yeah, with my own gauge that like I wouldn't do it if it was a flat stockinette.
But since, yeah, because the thing is, even the original was knitted around, this one is knitted flat, but they both have the same stitch pattern,
Yeah.
knitted the same way. Because one of it is like knit one purl, one knit one to the end, and the other one is just knit. So you could actually do this on a reverse or the
Yeah. So you do the ribbing or the moss stitch, seat stitch.
broken seat stitch, I
Yeah.
think.
Well, yeah. Well, you do the seat stitch part on the reverse, so you don't never purl the entire way through.
Yeah.
Which is totally fine. But yeah, it's the
Just make it really
The
enjoyable because
Yeah.
you have one row of really easy knit, which is just knitting, and the other one is the pattern, which
yeah. So it flew off the needle, and yeah, next time we'll be done, and the test will be complete.
and the
I don't know.
pattern's coming out at July.
Well, you said July.
I said July.
It could be.
You need to take
yeah.
photos.
Yeah. That's
Okay.
it.
Next, I've worked. So this was my project for a knit city, something that I could knit while standing up. Um, it's my second time making them. I am doing the Curio sock by Andrea Mowry. I'm using this time a spin cycle yarn dyed in the wool in the colorway confetti cake or confetti pop with the white yarn, which is from Les Textiles du Témiscouata, which was a company in Quebec. Um,
So you're done one. You're done one?
Almost. I only have I've put a placement for the heel there. I have issues with my tension on it. It's sort of
Yeah.
wonky. I think that once it's going to be steamed, it's going to be fine. I would say that it's because I'm using the spin cycle, which is supposed to be a sport weight yarn. So
It's a little
these
bit
socks
bigger.
are turned out to be bigger than my original one. I think I'll put the toe, not the toe, the
Heel.
heel, block it, and see if they fit me well before doing the second one, and see if
Would be a
I
good
rip
idea.
it back or, you know. Yeah, so I really don't know why my tension was like really weird at the bottom. Maybe I was going too tight on it. But it's a really easy pattern to follow. You have one row with the pattern, and the other one is just knit. So that's why it was my project to just like take on the go. But I'll have to add the little bottom.
Yes.
Put that.
Have a little marionette.
Marionette. Yeah.
Puppet. Hand puppet. Sock puppet.
And last
No.
one.
No. It's not written. It's gonna be really quick.
That's the one you said before.
Yes. I worked a little bit more on before starting the old fashioned, which then I just knitted exclusively on. Didn't do much. I don't know if you can see, but there's a little
An inch.
progress keeper here. Yeah, there's like an inch and a half of chart done on my Kuutar beanie. But now you can really see more
The motif.
the motif, the
Yeah.
pattern, the lace pattern. It's a fun knit because you follow the chart and then it changes every row. But yeah, that's it. I'm almost done basically. And then I have like a lot of
Ribbing,
but also twisted ribbing,
Mm.
twisted. So I think it's gonna be maybe a plain project because it's smaller.
Mm.
I don't want to knit on this and the plain on the sweater.
I don't mind.
It's Aaron weight.
Yeah, but
Anyway, so it's a little start of a beanie. Boop. That's it. Just because I had advanced a little bit on it, wanted to show it.
I'll show you this because I just ordered it from Hammer. It's her new tote bag basket. It's just a bit smaller than the other one I have, which was more like the designer bag for like all the project. So I like carrying out this one because everything goes into it. Love the outside pockets of this one. I was in love with the color palette that I use for my Stripe-tastic shawl, and I really wanted to design something that was combining a sweater that was combining fluff and our British line. And this is what I have so far.
Ooh, it's pretty.
It looks really good on camera too.
Yes.
So the main color is the fluff in Officer, and around the neck, this is gonna be the color I've been using like forever. It's Butler. The white is natural. The blue is Jonathan's Day.
Green.
Well, I make it look blue in it.
No, it's green.
But it looked blue.
But it's green.
But it looked
Well, that's a new color because you've used natural and edits.
Yeah. I wanted really something simple. Sorry. Um, so I've done the yoke, I've separated for sleeve, and I've put the. Oops, 1 second. There's too much. I've put the body on hold because I finished my skein of fluff, and before finishing it, I wanted to do the sleeves. Yesterday we watched a lot of movie, and like this is where my progress keeper was, and I did the whole thing in a day.
So many movies.
Yeah, I've added some little, actually the same rows that are here, and I still need to finish my cuff. So tonight I'm gonna be finished. It doesn't have a name yet, but I love our classic.
Yeah.
It looks quite like the colors together.
Have you thought of a strategy? Wait. Oh, so there's no after the
Yep,
separation.
there's no after for this one. Yep. No, I've just made the yoke just a bit longer. It's easier to grade. I know.
That's why.
Yeah. I thought about it first.
Sorry, big truck.
I thought about it first, but I like the repetition of the motif here, and I felt that it didn't need to add another one right after. But my original sketch had it, and I removed it while I did my whole chart.
For me.
Yes. For this, I'm thinking about trying to design something as part of a collection, so like a small curated palette of designs. Since they're all like just triangles and shapes, I might turn this into like a shawl or a hat or something. And just to see if I can, like in the Project Runway when they had like the mini collection thing. So I'll try to see if I'm able to do it without just being exactly the same thought. We'll see. We'll see what I do with it. That's going to be my project that I bring to Scrumish because I'll just have like one sleeve to do and the bottom. So it's going to be quite easy to do. But combining texture is like my new favorite thing. It just feels like it's adding a little extra to.
Don't really see it on screen, but it's.
Yeah.
It's fluff and not fluff.
Yeah. And I really also wanted with the greenish blue. On camera, it does show a lot, but in real life, it's sort of like disappear. And I wanted to do that kind of effect of really low contrast. And knitting in low contrast is quite hard to accomplish because we always think there's going to be like no contrast at all, and then there's a lot, or like not at all. So I'm quite happy with how it turned out. So there you go.
There you go. I'll show one last thing that's not a finished object because it's not ours, but it's gonna become a work in progress soon. It's the broom sweater by Andrea Mowry, knitted in fluff, and that was so popular in Knit City. Everybody was surprised at how few skeins
it takes.
So this one, I think, is size 3. There's like almost an inch more to the body that was added, and it only needed 3 skeins and a quarter.
Oh.
So we're gonna have a sample for the shop, and I need your help
to pick a color
because we don't know which color we want to do it for the shop. So this is the sample from a yarn story that we stole for the weekend.
But look how green and blue looks good together.
I don't want to do it in Officer though.
No, I know, but I mean, come on, color palette. So this is Glacial Depth.
Yeah, I think it's perfect in that color.
Yeah, the original version is made in Farmer's Daughters. She came out with a similar yarn to ours, a fluff one, so you could easily switch it for this one if it's more accessible. Beautiful yarn nonetheless. I just love what they're doing.
Yeah.
Easy to do.
So it's one strand of fluff, 4.5 mil needles. Yeah, so this is going to be like a really, really quick knit. It's super light.
It shows the color nicely.
It shows the colors nicely. Yeah. Someone put it on and it fit nicely. So help me pick a color. Comment in the, well, write a comment. Comment in the comments.
Comments in the comments.
Which color we should do. I think I want to do it. I could do velvet. Do people like purple?
Yes, it's one of our most.
Or amethyst?
Maybe.
Or dancing flamingo. Or cinema.
I like dancing.
Or
cinema could be quite cool.
I know. Cinema could be quite nice. I might be cinema.
Yeah.
Or boreal. Like green with my eyes.
Yeah.
I won't wear it though. Anyway, so tell us which color you would do it in.
Like, I look like someone who just wanted to wear his sweater to an event and they just didn't finish it. But
well,
hey.
I won't shame, but I saw the beautiful start of a beautiful sweater as a sample, but with like lots of barber cords and lots of needles hanging out because it was not done. But it was still a beautiful
As long as it's
start of a sample.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So new in the shop, we finally have some Opus back. We were missing a few colors, so we couldn't do the original kit for the Opus. It's just behind Vincent. It's a nice mosaic shawl, easy to do. You get to memorize the pattern after a few repeats too, so it's quite fun. Opus is an amazing yarn. This is why we're partnering with them with many things. It is buttery soft. So we've got the brand new batch.
Yeah, basically ink, which is the blue, and then goldenrod, and then white, which we don't have here, was sold out everywhere. But it came back, so we bought a bunch, and now we have the kits back in stock, and then a bunch of new kits. There are also 2 new colors
coming out soon.
That are coming out soon that we've seen in exclusivity because they were shipped here
while Carmen was here.
While Carmen was here, because they were supposed to arrive on time for Knit City Toronto, but they didn't. They arrived after Carmen was back here. So we saw and we kept some of the new colors, but we're gonna wait for her to officially release them on her own before showing them or putting them online for us. But we're also gonna make new kits probably because we have a bunch of new colors since the time we've done the original batch of 4 kits. So we might just do a few more with that and with the new colors that in there. It's really gorgeous. And then you've seen this, which I've pulled out of my and Max has of my other bag. So these are Heidenheimer tight-up bags. Basically, what we use them for us is to separate the project in the bag when you have multiple stuff, or for me because I had like 12 little balls of yarn, 12 balls of yarn of different sizes, and then I had the 2 that I was knitting with. I used that to put the project and the balls that I was knitting with inside of it, and then all of the other balls were loose in the rest of the bag, so I could easily pull just that and not have a million balls flying around.
And Tanya has one too, and with the little claps here, she just attach it next to the register and have a yarn out of it, and so she can knit her socks on it. So it's really nice. These are the 2 that I purchased at Unravel. She had them on display, and I just bought this one at first. the next day, went for the other one, used it a lot, fell in love, and be like,
And then I was
"You have
jealous
some
and
available."
didn't buy any, but I did ask New if she had fabric to make them. So we have some in store. So there's
They're really well designed.
the coral one and then the charcoal black one.
Yep.
It's linen, there's French seams, it's very, very well constructed. A great product. So, and at first, I was hesitant because I was like, why do I need and like a bag in a bag, basically? But you'll
Like a
find
divider.
you'll find a use for
Yes.
it. Like, yeah, you trust me, you'll find a use for it.
So that's it.
That's it.
Hope we're gonna have a great time in BC.
Yes.
I hope you're having a great start of the
No,
summer.
wait, we're having a great time in BC.
Let's hope.
No,
We had nice weather. Wow. So we'll see you in a couple of weeks.
Yes. Oh, my hair. Wow. See you in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Wow, not better. Okay. Bye.
Bye.